when it comes to Wimbledon fashion? Are you team tradition or are you team break a couple of rules if you can? Even though Wimbledon created this dress code and players, they have to wear all white, not cream, not off-white, not ivory, white. And there are few like minor exceptions, but the interesting thing is I feel like when I think of Wimbledon fashion, I think of three people, maybe four. Roger Federer with the classic looks, Venus and Serena, rule breakers every now and then. Sharapova with like the classic cuts. Here are just a few memorable Wimbledon looks that I can remember. Speaking of Roger, he showed up to Wimbledon wearing these shoes and he wore it for one match and they quickly told him they've got to go. Even Roger tried to break the rules every now and then. This is probably one of my favorite dresses from Venus, and this was right when she announced her 11 by Venus line and she started wearing her own designs, but I just loved the neckline. It just gave me like Grecian goddess in a way, and that was the year she won. So perfect winning dress. That's why I feel like what you wear is so important, because if you win the tournament, you're gonna have these photos live on forever. You'll hang them up at your home. I would want my championship photos to look this iconic. That's just me though. No one does a dramatic coat like Miss Serena Williams. Wow. And I love this photo because it just showed how different Rafa and Roger's personalities were. When you see that juxtaposition, it's so clear how this was like a marketer's dream, because you really had two very distinct personalities and two different playing styles and two different kind of fan bases. We have Rafa, the guy who looks like he's going to war because that was his mentality. He was a bull. Then you have Roger with the classic cardigan. Roger loved a nice knit when he held up that trophy. And he looked great. Wimbledon says mostly white, but I think if you are a top player, you can break the rules a little bit. You can have your own gold trim. This dress would do numbers if Nike re-released it in like a retro collection for Wimbledon. I feel like this cut is very timeless. And I have to end with probably one of my favorite and most wearable outfits. I still remember where I was when I saw Serena wearing this. This was the year 2016. It was 4th of July and I was in New Orleans with my friends and we were out, and I don't even know where we were, but I just remember they were playing Wimbledon in the backyard. She like came onto the court and started playing in this dress. I remember thinking to myself, I need this dress, but disposable income, it was a little tight at that time.